Some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
Welcome to the show, really. I'm thrilled you're all here because I think of you as more than viewers. I think of you as friends. And I'm thrilled you're here because I just broke up with my girlfriend. And all my other friends, yes, I know that comes as a surprise. And all my other friends say, hey, what are you worried about? There's plenty of fish in the sea. What the heck does that mean? What do fish say when they break up? Hey, there's chicks on the beach. Don't worry about it, all right? And I'm in the midst of moving into this new place. I just sold my old place for $85,000, and my landlord was real upset about that. He said, you were renting that place. I said, oh, man, I forgot. I'll give you some of the money. I feel horrible about this. So I want to tell you all about what's going on in my life, but, first I got to go to the bathroom, and you can watch the opening credits, and I should be right back, okay?
The theme to Garry show, the theme to Garry show. Garry called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry show? This is the theme to Garry show, the opening theme to Garry show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch It's Garry Shandling show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling show.
Put that stuff in over there. Well, so that was some theme, huh? Yeah, how many of you got up and danced to it? Be honest with me. Anyway, I just broke up with my girlfriend because she moved in with another guy, and I said, that's where I draw the line. And I dumped her. Sort of, I don't want to go out with two people. That's a big tab. So I got this new place. I'm starting fresh. This is the stuff I wouldn't trust the movers to touch. This is my own personal stuff. This is my hair dryer. This is a Conair 1500. And God forbid there's a power blackout. I have this portable generator so that it'll keep my hair dryer going because you always want to look good even in an emergency. And this is my lucky underwear. And I'll explain this to you a little later. And this is my platonic friend, Nancy. She lives next door, and we've known each other since high school, and we've never had sex. I swear to God. Really.
Gary,
hi,
welcome to your new place.
Thanks. Oh, you look very pretty today.
Oh, do you really think so? You don't think my hair looks too much like Bernadette Peters?
Well, no, you always ask me that. It looks great. It looks like, well, sing a little. Let me see. No, all right, it looks great, really.
So, how does your new place feel?
It feels great. Look, my boxes go with the carpeting. That's a very good sign.
What's this?
Oh, that's a picture of me and Patty. She was also dating these two guys in the background.
So what are you saving it for?
No, I'm not saving it. I just haven't thrown it out yet.
Okay, well, I'll just hang on to it.
Well,
this is a fresh start, remember?
Right. But I'm over this thing, so it doesn't really matter. Patty gave me this frame on our first date when we were... Oh, all right, you take it. You take that, too. You can put a picture of you and Steve in there. How are you guys getting along?
Well, I have hopes.
Oh, good. Hopes are good.
You should have hopes, too, Gary. This place is going to be great for
I know.
you.
No, I do feel great about... I'll just put that mirror right here. That'll be perfect. I do feel great about this place. It's my hair looks good. I look good for this show.
Gary, I'm telling you, a little more makeup, a little more red in the hair. I'm Ronald McDonald.
Oh, that's not true. Okay, would you can take the mirror into my bedroom and put it over the bed, would you? Your hair looks half...
Yo, phone company, you Shandling?
Oh, hi. Yeah, Shandling.
Where do you want the jacks?
You just put one in the bedroom and one in the car. Phone in the car.
That's not going to work.
Oh, why don't you put one in the kitchen?
Why don't you put one in the bathroom? That's where I do most of my talking on the phone.
Yeah, there's a pretty picture.
I'm going to go ahead and put the phone in the bedroom. You let me know where you want the other one.
All right, great. It's right where you're headed. She seems to sense where my bedroom is. That's pretty frightening.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
You're Garry Shandling.
Yeah.
I've seen you on TV before. I think you are so funny.
Thanks.
I'm here to install your cable.
Oh. Great.
Gary, I think I'll go grade some papers. I'll check in with you later.
All right, see you later, Nance. Thanks. It's a friend. Just a friend. So,
You know, you really are a lot better looking in person.
really? You
Yeah.
think? Well, you got to remember television adds 3 to 5 pounds to your lips. And, that's the key to that. Come on in.
So, where's the TV?
I'm going to put the
You're gonna
TV
go. There it is.
right here, or we can
Yeah.
put it anywhere you want.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay, great.
You know, you are the second celebrity that I've put in cable for this week.
Really?
Yeah. On Wednesday, I did Sonny Bono.
Wow, so you've really had a full week.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be easy. Whoever had this apartment before you had cable.
Oh, you're not going to believe this. Vanna White lived here before me.
No.
Vanna White. You believe
Are you
that?
kidding me? Vanna White from the Wheel of Fortune?
No, from NASA.
Nobody can spin those letters like Vanna White. You know, they used to have this, Susan Stafford. No comparison. Honest, man. That Vanna is one hot act, I gotta say.
You know, it may not be worth getting a phone. So if I have any trouble with this cable, will you be the one to come out and fix it?
I would love to.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Here's my card. And I'll give you my home number just in case you have any problem after the office is closed.
Oh, that's great, because I have a feeling it's going to break right away. The second you're out of here, I'm just going to be yanking the cord out of the wall. I won't abuse this, though. Thanks.
Okay.
Well, they moved all my stuff in, right? And they didn't nick a thing. Then as they're driving away, they hit my car with their van. Almost as if they were saying, didn't we forget to damage something? What the...
Gary, I'm sorry. I thought you were looking.
Yeah. That's my friend, Pete. He's the area representative for Hush Puppies and the proud father of little Grant there. And because, you know, he's married and I'm single, we tend to be envious of each other's lifestyles. All right, let's go. Grant, you take Marvin, all right?
How smart is this?
I'll take Marvin. I'm taller.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, Gary.
All right, and Grant, you take the outside, okay? So we got a 1-2 zone, we got a man-on-man, and we'll switch off on a pick?
You got it.
All right, we got him here now. No way. Here we go. All right. Okay.
25-2, that's game. You guys don't want to play again, do you?
No.
Good game, guys.
Yeah, good game. Yeah, good game. Let's hope there were no women watching, all right? Way to shoot, Grant. If you hadn't gotten those 2 points, we would have really been
I think they'll let me.
No, son, you had the hot hand.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. I want to take him to your practice shop.
Yeah, he's a great kid.
So, did you ever call that cable girl?
No.
Did you call her?
No.
I mean, tell me you called her, huh?
Pete, I didn't call her
Oh, you
yet. I
crazy?
haven't
Why
done
don't you
that.
call her and go out and have a good time?
I will call her. I will. I don't even know where I would take her, frankly.
Well, on Saturday nights, Jackie and I like to go into the Hendersons to play Yahtzee while Grant listens to records with their son Ross. So why don't you join us?
Oh, I don't think so.
It's better than anything you've come up with, right? God, my life is boring.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm sure under the right circumstances, Yahtzee is really a... All right, it's a little routine, but you got a great family life. You got a great kid. You got a wonderful wife.
Gary, my family does make me happy, but I have to admit, there are times I wish I was a happy swinging singles guy.
Hey,
you know?
there are times I wish I was a happy swinging singles guy.
Gary, you are a singles guy. We know. We know, huh?
We know? What are you talking about? We don't know anything. You're the one who we knows more than I do. You're married. You do. How do you keep that going in a marriage anyway?
Well, this is kind of embarrassing, but sometimes late at night, instead of Pete Schumacher,
Yeah.
Jackie thinks of me as Pete Rose. And sometimes I think of her as Jackie Bissett. You know, then we can act crazy and not feel responsible.
Well, that's a relief. For a second, I thought he was going to say Jackie Robinson.
Hey, nice place, Garry. What do you think, son?
It's roomy.
So when is the furniture coming?
Yeah, well, it came 3 hours ago. You know what? I've been robbed. This is the ultimate insult. First, my girlfriend moves in with another guy. Now my stuff has moved in with another guy. All right, here's where we are now in the story, all right? My stuff has been stolen, and it was great stuff. You saw some of it at the top of the show. Now it's 20 minutes later, and I got to do this scene where I deal with the cop.
And there's no sign of forced entry. But you should get a security system.
You know, they're supposed to put it in tomorrow.
Well, good timing. This way, if they come for the carpeting, they'll be in for a big surprise. Well, son, I guess we've done all that we can here. Gary, call me if we could be of any help.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Dad?
Yeah.
How come these things always happen to Uncle Gary?
I'll tell you in the car.
How come?
In the car.
Anyone else have a key to this place?
Oh, not that I can think of.
What about the previous owners? You did change the locks.
No, I didn't, but I can't picture Vanna White coming back to rob me.
Well, neither can I. Vanna seems like an honest girl.
Yeah. And how would she know that I'm not even here unless she's watching this show? No, this can't be. Not Vanna White.
Is there an R?
Yes, there are 4 R's.
I'd like to try to solve the puzzle. Is it I stole Garry Shandling's furniture?
You're right.
For $200, I'll take Gary's couch. For $325, his Sansui stereo. For $75, his female mannequin. For $6, his bug collection. For $12, his rack of lucky underwear. And I'll take the rest of the money on a gift certificate.
I paid twice that for that rack of underwear. That woman got a bargain.
Gary, I feel horrible.
Nance, it's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's under control. Nancy, this is Officer Weenie.
That's Sweeney. The S wore off.
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I didn't notice that there.
Ma'am. Well, I've got a list of your things. Put a tracer on them. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days.
Thanks.
I'll keep in contact with you.
Thanks a lot.
Gary, I'm sorry this had to happen to you on your first day and right after being dumped by Patty. But if I were you, I wouldn't call a cable girl until you're over this thing. Feel a little better about yourself.
Yeah, thanks. That's great advice.
That's why I'm a cop.
I appreciate it. You have a good day.
Gary, what did you do? Tell him your whole life story?
Oh, no, look, he seems like somebody I could talk to. That's all.
Oh, Gary, this is really scary. I don't think I've ever been this close to an actual robbery before.
I know. It's going to be all right. I'm sure they're not going to come back, at least till I get my new stuff in here.
Yeah,
Come on, let's walk this way. Look at this.
Oh, I feel bad for you. I mean, you have an empty apartment.
I know. They even took my beauty parlor chair. What are they going to do with my beauty parlor chair? And be careful. This is where my table was. And the TV. They took the TV.
Oh. Hey, did you ever call that cable girl?
No, I haven't called her yet. But maybe this would be a good time. She said if I ever have trouble with my cable, I should give her a call. And look, I'm not getting any picture at all now. Maybe we could double. Maybe you and Steven, we could go out.
Oh, no. That would be a terrible idea. A real mistake. No, Steve and I've got a lot of serious talking to do.
Well, all right. Well, we can go out alone, I guess.
Why don't you take her miniature golfing?
Oh, come on. I'm in my 30s. I'm not going miniature golfing.
Oh, did I tell you I also put in cable for Burt Lancaster?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
So let me see if I have this right. You put in cable for Sonny Bono, right? Lyle Alzado,
right?
And the guy who played the Cisco Kid,
right?
And Bruce Jenner.
No. Bruce Jenner had the dish, remember?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I don't know how I got it all screwed up. And Michael Nesmith and Evel Knievel.
Right.
Oh, that opening used to be much wider. Next time, I got to bring my own clubs next time. It's these clubs. Okay, it's your turn. Your turn.
Do you know David Lee Roth has 17 TVs in his house?
No kidding. I would have guessed much higher. I told you these were lucky.
The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. It flopped from the core to the fearless crew. The minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore. With Gilligan, the skipper too. The millionaire and his wife. The movie star, the professor and Marianne. This is a great one. The professor builds the ham radio set.
Right.
But just before he gets ready to signal for help, Gilligan comes along and accidentally knocks the radio into the lagoon, so they end up still being stranded.
Oh, what a jerk.
Oh, God. I just ruined the whole thing for you, didn't I?
No, you didn't. No, you can't get your hopes up too high on this show. No. You gotta go in knowing they're not getting off the island. If as soon as they get off the island, the series is over. I knew something was gonna happen. It's okay.
I never thought of it that way. What should we do now?
Well, how about if we just listen to some music?
No. I know. I'll show you my photo album.
You know, I feel like I'm on Gilligan's Island. I can't get off this date.
Okay, now, this is me in high school with my best friend, Robin Blankman, which was taken on our senior trip to Washington, D.C., the day after Robin got her haircut. Does that look cool?
Oh, yeah, it does look... Well, it's a little hard to tell next to the Pentagon there, but it looks cool.
Robin doesn't have cable.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I'm sure it'll be available soon in her area.
Oh, this is Cosmo when she was a kitten.
Oh, really?
Look how big she is now. Oh. Can you hear her purring?
Yeah.
Can you hear her purring? Gary, listen to her purr. Oh, Cosmo, did you miss me today? I miss you. Oh, yes, I did. Did you play with your mouse today? She loves to play with her catnip mouse. Yeah, isn't she adorable?
Oh, she is. She's so cute.
She likes to sleep on my head. Don't you? Oh, yes, you do. You're my baby. Give Gary a kiss.
No, that's okay.
I'll be right back.
Meow.
it me, or is this a little strange? I mean, obviously, I'm physically attracted to her, right? But I mean, if I'm completely honest, there's no relationship here. And I know that. And what's worse is, I think you know that too, don't you? Oh, yes, you do.
So my recommendation, Alan, is to try the ribbed ones or perhaps lambskin for a penis such as yours.
Thank you.
And thank you, Alan. Now another caller. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Dr. Burks?
Yes.
Hi, my name is, let's say Gary.
And what's your sexual problem, Gary?
Well, I had this date tonight, right? And it's actually not a sexual problem.
Sounds like denial to me, Gary.
No, it's not denial, Dr. Burks. This girl wanted to go to bed with me, right?
And you couldn't get an erection.
No, we didn't go to bed because I didn't want to go to bed with her.
Because you couldn't get an erection.
Hey, you weren't there.
There's no need to be embarrassed, Gary. You're not alone with this problem with your penis. Now, how big...
Anything I should know about?
No. Not at all.
You sure now?
Oh, yeah. This woman twists everything. I can't believe they let that on the air, that kind of stuff.
Okay, let's hear it. What happened on your date?
It was horrible. First the girl sings the theme to Gilligan's Island, and the next thing I know, I'm kissing her cat. I'm driving home. I coughed up a hairball. And how was your night?
Well, you've seen one roller derby. You've seen them all.
Great. So we both had a good time.
Let's eat.
That's a great idea. They didn't steal our food. Oh, good.
Okay, so you kiss the cat. Then what happens?
Well, nothing happened. I'm glad nothing happened, because, you know, if we'd had sex, I would have made love to her for 15 minutes, and then what?
15 minutes?
No, 15 minutes? Did I say 15 minutes? I meant 4 hours. I would have made... Seriously. I would have made love to her for 6 hours, and then what? All she would have talked about was cable. That's all this woman talked about.
That sounds just like Steve. You know, he's taking me to see the L.A. T-Bird skate 4 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Would you take a date to the same place 4 nights in a row?
Well, I've never gone out 4 nights in a row, but, you know, if I did, I'm sure I'd mix it up a little.
Well, I think I'm through with him.
You should be. You don't need that in your life. Here, try some of this. This really cures the relationship flaws. Sometimes I just make a mud pack and just smear it all over myself. Come on.
That's sad, Gary. That's very sad.
Oh, I'll get it. Oh.
It's Garry Shandling show. Oh, yes, Officer Sweeney. He's here. Hey, they found your furniture.
Oh, great. Hello, Officer Sweeney.
It was a scam being pulled off by your movers. They unload your furniture, wait for you to leave, then go right back in and get it. But the neighbors think they're still unloading.
Wow.
Damn, your life is exciting.
Well, listen, Ralph, thanks for all your trouble. I appreciate it.
Glad we got your stuff back. I'm just sorry your date with that cable girl was such a disaster. But, Gary, you've got my phone number just in case you have any more relationship problems.
Yeah, thanks, Ralph. That's 911, right?
I can't believe you really kissed that cat.
Keep that from the guys at the station, will you, Ralph?
You know, that's why I envy your life. You date, you kiss cats, you have stuff stolen, and I still don't believe that nothing happened between you and that cable girl. Gary, I want to know. I need to know.
I can't believe nothing happened with the cable girl, but nothing did. You're the one who turns into Pete Rose.
Pete Gogolak last night.
Pete Gogolak?
He used to kick field goals for the New York Giants.
So what, do you wear a helmet?
Have to.
That's frightening.
Oh, the laundry. Gary, do you want me to do anything before I leave?
Laundry. No, that'll be it, Pete. I'm just going to do the closing monologue, okay?
Have a good one. Hey, you want to join us for dinner tonight?
Maybe.
4 o'clock, we have these coupons.
Boy, he really makes it sound appealing, doesn't he? Well, first of all, I want to apologize to Vanna White for ever thinking you could do such a thing, Vanna. And I also want to apologize to you for the daydreams I've had about you that we couldn't show on TV. And, oh, you're not going to believe this. I still have another guy who's in this show. This is my friend Louis. He's a little late. Louis, the show's over, Louis, and now you're not in this show.
Gary, I was on my way over to the show when this girl, she pulls up next to me in the intersection, you know. We start to talk, one thing leads to another. Well, we went back to her house, Gary, and...
Louis, look at me. We don't have time to hear this.
I'm a little wiped out right now, so...
Well, yeah, I appreciate you coming in under these conditions, Louis. I really do. You want to hold the credits? Okay. Now, see, we were going to show the credits, and you screwed that up, okay? Because you're late.
I feel guilty.
Well, you should. Looks great. Now he's trying to make up for being late. Well, you'll get to meet Louis next time. That'll be a reason to tune in, huh? Anyway, you know what I think I'm going to do tonight? I think I'm just going to go in and try the mirror out over the bed, and I should be out by next week, so why don't you watch the closing credits, and I'll see you then, okay? Good night, everybody.
Just what's Garry Shandling up to next week?
Oh, the one time he took care of our plants, they died.
Yeah, but they were old. Maybe it was their time to go.
Well, then imagine what happens when Pete and Jackie leave their son Grant under Gary's watchful eye.
Grant?
That was close, huh,
That was very close. That's a bowling ball. If that had hit you, I'd be in big trouble. Of course, it would have raised my average.
And Grant ends up keeping an eye on himself, barely.
Nancy, we did not poke his eye out.
It did so. Look under the couch.
Our son is now broken. I don't believe you broke our son.
It's the all-new sitcom that's turning heads.
See the GS? Okay, I stole these from Gale Storm. Okay.
It's Garry Shandling's show.
That's very, very nice. Welcome to our second show. I know what you're thinking right off the bat. He's in a robe. And this is my robe, and it's a stylish one at that, isn't it? I mean, and all my clothes look like this. Guys just don't know how to dress, do we, guys? I mean, they should put expiration dates on clothing so we know when they go out of style. It's just a shot in the dark with a man. There's a guy in the audience tonight. He's wearing one of those sweaters tied around his shoulders. This is the dumbest look of all. I swear to God, I think these guys think that it looks cool, right? I think it looks like they can't dress themselves. I think they're home going, honey, I can't get this on. I'll just tie it on. Maybe nobody will notice, you know? I always wonder if they have their socks tied around their ankles. But I'm in my robe because, you know, I'm kind of burned out after the first show, and I'm just going to relax tonight, which is great because the show really doesn't revolve around me tonight. It's really about my married friend Pete and his wife Jackie. You didn't get to meet Jackie last week because we hadn't cast her yet. And I think you get to meet Lewis in this show, too, if he shows up on time. We really don't know ourselves whether he's even going to be on the show. So this works out great. I'm going to be able to catch up on some reading. I'm just going to find a good book. You can enjoy the show, and I'll see you all next week. Okay? Good night, everybody. See ya. See you later.
This is the theme to Garry Show. The theme to Garry Show. Garry called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry Show? This is the theme to Garry Show, the opening theme to Garry Show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch It's Garry Shandling Show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling Show.
No, this show's not about me. No, I told you it's about Pete and Jackie, my married friend and his wife. They're having some marital problems, but you're still going to love them. They're so great, they should have their own show. I'm just gonna sit here and listen to The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, read by Dick Cavett. So, boy, there should be some really good interviews in here as well, I guess. We'll probably find out more about Injun Joe than we ever wanted to know.
Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. You don't know about me without you've read a book by the name of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, but that ain't no matter. Aunt Polly, that's Tom's Aunt Polly she is, and Mary and the Widow Douglas is all told about in that book, and the way that the book winds up is this. Tom and me found the money that the robbers hid in the cave.
Now, gentlemen, let's see how well your wives have predicted what you will say. Remember, these questions will now be worth 10 points. And here's our first one. Gentlemen, when you're lying in your usual sleeping position, do most of your chest hairs point towards the east, the west, the north, or the south? Tony? South. South. She said most of your chest hairs definitely point right towards the south.
Yeah, that's good.
Mickey? South. South. She said those little devils point right to the south. Oh, both of them, yeah.
They just curl. Okay, your turn, Pete.
Well, it's definitely north by northwest. I'm positive. Yeah. South?
Yes. How could you say north by northwest? You idiot.
Up along down amongst the shadows. Moon was shining. Outside the shadows, it made it most as light as day. I poked along well onto an hour. Everything still as rocks.
What was that, about a 1-minute scene you just saw?
By this time, I was most down to the foot of the island.
Oh, God, I can see it coming now. I'm not going to get through this book. I'm going to have to find out all about Aunt Polly in the bathroom. Oh, Pete.
Gary, forget about it.
Hey, Pete, I'm not even supposed to be in tonight's show. What's the problem?
Jackie and I got no points again this week.
Oh, Pete, you've been watching the Newlywed Game again. Pete, we've gone through this before. It's just a television show. You can't put that much stock in it.
Gary, it's not the fact that we never win the grand prize selected especially for us. It's just that we've been beaten by a sailor and his mail-order bride who've been married for 3 days. 3 days, Gary. That was Tuesday, and I've been married for 14 years. Why are you wearing a robe?
Pete, I've seen you like this before. When was the last time you and Jackie spent a romantic evening alone together?
Just last June, the Dodger Cubs game.
Oh, yeah, that was romantic. It was seat cushion night. Why don't you and Jackie go up to Santa Barbara for the weekend?
You know, Gary, that's a good idea.
I know.
Maybe next month.
Why not now?
I can't now. I just can't go now.
Why not?
Because I'm not a now kind of guy.
Pete, you gotta go now. It's only a half-hour show. For the sake of time, why don't we say, I've already called Santa Barbara, I've made the reservations for you, you call Jackie, she's all excited, she's on her way over now to tell you how excited she is about the trip, and here she is now. Sometimes I feel like Rod Serling.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Jackie.
Gary. We can't go on our trip. Well, I couldn't get anyone to stay with Grant on such short notice.
You see, you have to plan things in advance. Gary likes to do things now.
Why don't I take care of Grant for a couple days?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's very kind of you, Gary, but...
Yeah, it's too
I don't
kind.
think
I mean, way too kind. Too kind by far.
We can make this trip another time, but thanks for the offer. It was very kind.
Yeah, it was the kindest.
Yeah.
I'll see you, pal.
Well, hey, what's the problem? I can take care of Grant. What am I?
Look, Gary, we've been through this before. I mean, you're a good friend, the best, but let's face it. I mean, being responsible is hardly one of your strong suits.
Oh, come on, I'm not that bad.
Well, the one time you took care of our plants, they died.
Yeah, but they were old. Maybe it was their time to go.
Yeah, maybe. But what about the tropical fish?
Well, hey, I fed them.
You overfed them.
They exploded.
They were pigs. I've never seen fish eat like that in my life, I swear to God.
What about when we left our cat with you?
Well, we found him, didn't we?
Yeah, most of them.
Well, hey, he learned to hop.
You know, let's face it, Jackie. I mean, Gary has grown a lot, but he's hardly the most mature person we know.
Oh, this is great. Hey, I'm a grown man. I have my own television show. I can talk to anybody I want to.
And I don't think I want to come home and find our son in a bathrobe at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, this is great, Bruce. Now they're talking about me in front of me. Like I don't speak the language. The next thing you know, they'll be spelling out words.
And remember the time I lent him my saw, and he left it out in the rain?
Oh, now they're bringing up inanimate objects.
Hi, Pete, Jackie.
Hey.
Hi. What's going on?
We're just talking about going to Santa Barbara this weekend.
Oh, great. It's so romantic. Oh, the sunsets, the restaurants, the halibut. They have very fresh halibut in Santa Barbara.
But Nancy, it looks like we might not be able to go unless we leave Grant with Gary.
Where is Gary?
He's over there where he always goes when we talk about him in front of him.
Gary, come on over here.
No, I'm fine over here. I'm very comfortable.
Okay, come over here right now, mister.
Oh, all right. We're not paying you enough.
Gary.
What?
Do you think that you can look the three of us in the eye and say, honestly, I can take care of another living human being?
Well, I could take a shot at it.
Well, what about if I help Gary?
I'd feel a lot better.
Oh, I love taking care of kids. As long as I'm looking after one kid, what's one more?
Human being? Was it living? Living human being? I could take care of another. Give it to me one more time.
Son, don't give Uncle Gary any trouble.
I'll be good, Dad. Nancy is coming over, right, Gary?
Yes, for the third time. Yes, she's coming over.
Okay, and you have our number in Santa Barbara.
Right.
Okay. And I gave you our doctor's number.
Yes.
And my mother's number in Ohio.
Right.
And one more thing. Grant is allergic to shellfish.
Oh, gee, that means he won't be able to wear that necklace I bought him.
Bye, Grant.
Bye, Mom.
See you, son.
Bye, Dad.
This is going to be fine. Have a wonderful trip.
See you, Gary.
I'll see you. Oh. Boy, he never kisses me on the forehead. Well, Grant, here we are, all alone.
Well, Uncle Gary, let's play darts.
Darts? I think that could be a little dangerous, Grant. Maybe,
Why, Uncle Gary? It's just darts.
Why don't you just take a little nap, maybe, until your parents come home from Santa Barbara? What do you think? There's a little robe in the bathroom. That was very close. That's a bowling ball. If that had hit you, I'd be in big trouble. Of course, it would have raised my average. But, Grant, you got to promise to be very careful.
I'll be careful, Uncle
I'm telling you. Go in there. There's a robe in there. Where the hell is that music coming from?
Look at the same chainsaw!
It's a chainsaw, Grant. You could cut off a finger and have to become a shop teacher.
I'll get it.
Please be careful. I'm sorry, Grant. I knew something was going to happen. All during that doorbell sequence, there was no background music whatsoever. I'm thinking it's too quiet. It's way too quiet. Grant, are you okay? Louis, why did you ring the bell and open the door? A person either rings the bell or opens the door.
I rang the bell and then I tried the door.
My eye.
The bell isn't a warning device. You don't ring it so that everybody backs away from the door.
I'm sorry, I will never do that again,
My eye
okay?
hurts, Uncle Gary. I can't open my eye.
He can't open his eye. My life is over, Louis. Let me see, Grant. Oh, God. Hopefully it's nothing worse than a black eye.
I'll get some ice from the freezer. How about that?
Why don't you get in the freezer, Louis? Stay in there. Sit down in my beauty parlor
No,
chair.
not a haircut. Another haircut, please.
Grant, I'm not going to give you a haircut.
You were out of ice. This is all I could find.
This is a veal chop. I'm not going to put a frozen veal chop on his eye.
Okay, then I'll do it.
Would you? Okay, just take it easy.
Hi, Louis. Hi, Gary.
Oh, hi, Nance.
Uncle Gary, it's the frosting.
What's the frosting?
Nothing.
Gary, what's Grant doing with a frozen veal chop on his face?
It's a game. It's a game.
Yeah, I'll get the tomato sauce.
Yeah. We're cooking on Grant's face. We're cooking on Grant's face.
They poked my eye out.
No.
Gary!
Nancy, we did not poke his eye out.
They did so. Look under the couch.
No. He just got hit in the head with the door, that's all.
Gary, he's been here, what, 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
That's not true. He's been here well over 4 minutes.
Gary, how could you let this happen already? Grant, let me take a look at it.
Oh, God.
Can you open your eye?
Only the one that's still in my head.
Let's look.
I think we ought to get him to an eye doctor.
Aunt Nancy, am I going to need one of those special dogs?
Let's take my motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. He's still got one eye left. I'm going to be in a robe on a motorcycle. Well, all right. You've seen me in my robe, and now you're seeing me in my pajamas, okay? See the GS? Okay. I stole these from Gale Storm. Okay. There, I said it. You owe me. I want to know what you're wearing right now. Will you write in and tell me? Or send me a photo? Great. That would be great. And while you're looking for your camera, let me tell you that we took Grant to the eye doctor, right? And he has just a little scratch on his cornea. It's really nothing. No, it's nothing major. I know it sounds worse than it is. Believe me, he's just got to keep a patch on for a couple days, and that's it, and then he's going to be fine. But, I really feel horrible about this whole thing. Grant?
Can I come in? Or do you have a girl in there?
Yeah, what are the odds of that, Grant?
That's right, Father.
So what's bothering you, Grant? Does your eye hurt?
No.
Then what is it?
I feel bad that I got you in trouble again. I always do.
No, you don't.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Like the time we threw Alka-Seltzers in the pool,
Right.
and you got blamed for it?
Yeah, it was my idea, wasn't it? It was great. Remember how surprised those people were when all the bubbles came up? And they kept trying to blame each other?
Yeah, that was funny. Well, what about the time I kicked the football through the window?
No, that was my fault again. We shouldn't have been playing in the department store.
Well, I just wanted to apologize.
Oh, that's really nice of you. But everything's going to work out fine, really.
I hope so, Uncle Gary.
It will. I promise.
Uncle Gary,
What?
what are those life jackets down there for?
Oh, those are from when I used to have a waterbed, Grant. It's something I'll explain to you when you get a little older.
Thanks for the talk, Uncle Gary.
No, thank you, Grant. This is the longest conversation I've ever had in my bedroom without the other person begging to get out. Good night, Grant. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well.
I will.
He's a great kid, isn't he? Kind of kind of reminds me of Bob's Big Boy. Anyway, and you don't even notice that eye patch, do you? Well, maybe when Pete and Jackie see it, they'll understand and everything will be fine. Otherwise, I think, I'm really, really tired. And I'm just going to fall asleep right now. In fact, I'm so tired, you're not going to believe how fast I am going to fall asleep.
Here lies Grant Elliott Schumacher, a wonderful, vivacious 12-year-old, cut down in his youth by Garry Shandling, who will hopefully burn in hell for what he has done.
I don't understand this. He was just hit in the eye with a door.
It started with his eye and spread to his brain.
Our only son. Killed by you.
No, I was careful. I swear. This is the worst nightmare I've ever had. Don't adjust your set. I dream in black and white. Much the way our parents must have before there was color.
Murderer! You murderer!
No.
Garry Shandling, a man who can't fulfill his responsibilities. To him I say, please!
Hey, can a priest do that?
And to the parents of Grant, Mr. and Mrs. Schumacher, I can only assure you that in his infinite wisdom, he will deal with him accordingly.
You tell him that he needn't bother taking care of him because I plan to.
No.
Shoot him, Pete. Get him now.
No, don't listen to her, Pete. No, we're best friends. Don't shoot.
And you killed our child while we were eating halibut in Santa Barbara.
Shoot him, honey. Shoot the bastard.
But, honey, what Grace is going to do? The second that the gun goes off, Gary will wake up and this nightmare will be over.
Oh, no, he won't. Use this silencer.
No, Pete, don't do this.
At the end of our friendship,
No.
Mr. Irresponsibility, Mr. I can't take care of anything.
Mr. Jerk.
Oh, Pete.
Oh. I never thought he was funny either.
Gary. Oh, Gary. No one made love like you.
God, that was the worst dream I've ever had. Except for that girl at the end. Who was that girl? And why did she blurt out the truth like that? God. Come on, get in bed with me. Come on. Get in bed with me. Come on. It's driving me crazy. Since this morning, I've taken 2 naps, and I still can't get that girl back in my dreams. I don't know what it is. Oh, God, it's them. We're not here.
Where are we?
I don't know. We're just not here.
Gary, we can't do this forever.
We can do it till the end of the show.
They're going to want the kid back.
Oh, this isn't going to work. They're staring right at us. Come on in. Oh, hi. We didn't hear the doorbell. Hi.
Well, the lovebirds have returned.
How was it?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was just what we needed. We got a chance to spend time alone together, have candlelit dinners, take walks along the beach. We really got to know each other just like honeymooners.
We had sex. Some great halibut.
That's just great.
Oh, and we got you each one of these for taking such good care of Grant.
Oh, no, you shouldn't
They're redwood
have.
clocks. No 2 are alike.
Oh. Well, we have to talk to you about Grant.
What?
Well, the thing is...
Minnie! Lord, the place has
Hey, hiya, son. You look terrific. Hey, be careful with that saw. You could put somebody's eye out.
We really missed you, honey.
Mom, Uncle Gary took real good care of me.
Oh, and we mistrusted him. You know, Gary, I'm sorry. I have to apologize to you right now.
No, Jackie,
We felt so bad you weren't with us. We got you this so you could see where we were. A Viewmaster.
A Viewmaster?
No, son, look through there with both eyes. It's like a 3D effect.
Whoa, that fishing boat's coming right at me.
Louis, just give it to me. Jackie, Pete, listen, I have to tell you something. Grant's really not a pirate. What? He got hit in the eye with a door.
Oh, my God.
It's nothing serious, really.
I knew it. I just knew it. It was my fault. I was the one. I opened the door and hit him in the eye. I'm really sorry.
No, it's nothing serious, I swear.
No, really, Jackie, he's only going to have to wear this patch for a couple of days. It's really nothing.
Gary, you broke my son.
Pete, don't do this.
Our son is now broken. I don't believe you broke our son.
He's not broken. He's just a little nip. It's nothing.
Just a little nick. Let's go. We're getting out of here. Come on, Jack.
Yeah, because it was my fault. I opened the door and hit the kid in the eye. I'm sorry.
No, it was my responsibility to watch
it was
Grant.
my responsibility to watch him watch It was my fault for having eyes.
You may have a point there. You may have a point there.
Okay, enough. Just enough now. We blame him. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, pal.
Well, you know, all in all, I think they took it pretty well. I'm down 44-0. These guys are killing me. This can't be fun for them. Normally, Pete would be helping me out, but obviously... Hey, come on, cut it out. Normally, he's not returning my calls.
Well, who's he talking to? Don't listen, it's a trick.
I have nothing to live for. What the hell? I might as well try to drive on these guys. Goodbye, everybody.
Gary, I'm open. Steve.
44-2. Pete's back, and here we come.
Gary, we're sorry. Jackie and I overreacted.
What is 62?
Pete, apology accepted. Just guard Mark.
Hey, Gary, don't let me down so easy. We've been friends for a long time, and I'm willing to throw it away for an accident. Thank God I have a friend like you.
Oh.
48-2.
Your man's closing in on Wilt's record.
Gary, I got so much to tell. We had sex. We had halibut. We had sex. I love you, Garry Shandling.
Don't kiss me in front of these guys.
You want to play another one, or you guys going to kiss some more?
Would you let me talk to my friend a second? Thanks. Would you not kiss me in front of these guys? Let's just forget everything and be the way we were, okay? I accept your apology.
Okay, and as far as I'm concerned, you can take care of Grant anytime.
Thanks very much. Why would I want to do that? We've already done that show. Anyway, everything worked out great. Pete's my friend again. Grant's eye is going to be just fine, you know. And I think we've learned something very special tonight. Evidently, there's a strange connection between sex and halibut. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to investigate it as soon as I'm finished with this show. And I want to apologize to Dick Cavett for not getting through your book tonight, Dick, but I promise you, the next chance I get. Anyway, we're going to play basketball now all the way through the closing credits, and it's not going to be a pretty picture, really. So if you have kids, get them away from the set. And I'll see you all next week, okay? Good night, everybody.
What's Garry Shandling up to next week?
I know you've never met my mother before, but you really caught her on a bad day.
You see, Gary threw her a surprise party that really put her away.
In this room, we have a myocardial infarction, induced by sudden shock. This condition is known as Gary's surprise syndrome.
But can anybody help get her back on her feet?
We're all praying for her to pull through this thing. The Pope, too.
There's home movies, Real Wise Guys, and Father Green.
Well, what we're going to do, seriously, when my mother comes through these doors, I want everybody in the studio audience to yell surprise. Will you do that? Could we try? Okay, let's try it. See if you're a good audience. I'm going to count to 3, and then you yell surprise, okay? Because it's going to mean a lot to my mom, really. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was great. Okay, now you at home. 1, 2, 3. Well, all right. Okay. Now let's warm up a little by doing the wave. Okay, we'll do a wave here. Yeah, we're going to start on this side, and we'll work our way to this side. Okay, this is pretty much going to take up the whole show, I think. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that was great. Obviously, you people have worked together before.
Gary, I think Nancy just pulled up with your mom.
Okay, everybody behind the couch.
I'll get the lights.
All right. We'd have you all come down, but there just isn't room for everybody, okay? So if you want to crouch behind your seats, go ahead. And you at home, you'll have to get behind your own furniture because, you know, there's no time to drive over here. Okay? And don't forget to yell surprise when the lights come on. Okay? All right, Grant. Jackie,
Yes, Gary.
does my hair look okay?
Gary, we can't see your hair. It's dark.
Well, how does it seem?
It seems dark.
How about now? Can you see it now? Can you see it?
Yes,
I'll get another refrigerator if you can't see it.
Please don't, and will you get out of there right now?
Okay, all right, just a little gas.
Hey, Gary, does your mother know about the party?
Oh, yeah, she knows all about it. We're just squatting like this because we're going to start doing that Russian dance.
That's a good point, Gary.
Okay, this is going to be great. Don't forget.
Oh, my, so dark in here. Let's come back later.
Why?
Oh, Nancy, you have no idea how embarrassing it is every time I catch Gary alone in the dark.
Well, what do you say we just take our chances, huh? Gary, your mom's here.
Called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Gary Show? This is the theme to Gary Show, the opening theme to Gary Show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch It's Garry Shandling Show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling Show.
She had a heart attack. But hey, it's not your fault, really. You know. But sure, you yelled a little louder than when we rehearsed it. Well, okay, actually, you yelled a lot louder than when we rehearsed it. But no, I'm the one who put you up to it, so don't.
Gary.
Oh, hi, Nan. She had a heart attack. It's all my fault.
What?
It is. It was my idea to have that surprise party. That's what caused it.
Oh, that didn't cause it.
Yeah,
Don't be
it
silly.
is.
No, nurse. Yeah. Excuse me, could I ask you a question?
Sure. Now, a person could have a heart attack because of a condition, not necessarily because of a particular incident. Isn't that right?
That's certainly right.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, it happened because Spanky over here scared the crap out of his poor mother. Way to go, Ace.
Thank you very much.
You know, just in case you're wondering, my nickname isn't Spanky or Ace. It's Bubba, okay? Consuelo got it wrong. She's dead. My mother, she's gone. I've seen pictures like this in the newspaper.
Gary, she's not dead. She's sleeping.
No, she's not. I've seen my mother sleep before, and she doesn't sleep like this. Nobody does.
Gary.
I know you've never met my mother before, but you really caught her on a bad day.
Now, in this room, we have a myocardial infarction, induced by sudden shock. This condition is known as Garry surprise syndrome.
Wow. They named a disease after me. That puts me right up there with Lou Gehrig.
Now, Dr. Cashman, yes. How would you treat such a patient who was given 50 cc's of nitro en route to the ER?
Well, if she responded to CPR and ICU and her HR and BP were okay according to her EKG, I'd cut back to 20 cc's, but add between 10 to 15 mgs of CA2 just to stabilize her BSL.
You know, I used to drive an MGB. I had a BLT for lunch. I'm just trying to participate in this conversation.
And if she holds, Dr. Kipnis?
I'd move her from ICU to CCU.
Mm-hmm. And if she doesn't, Dr. Huff?
I'd send her back home.
Home?
Yeah, I think that'd be okay. Don't you?
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Gary, in addition to being a medical facility, this hospital is also a learning institution, much like your series. I'm Dr. Zachrin, and these are students here at the hospital.
Great, so what he's saying is my mom's a pop quiz. Is she going to be okay?
We should know by the end of the show. In the meantime, let her sleep.
Sleep?
What's that?
Oh, Gary wasn't sure his mother was just sleeping.
Oh, don't worry. She's just sleeping.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Are you sure? I thought she sort of looked like she's dead.
Jesus, Huff.
Who sleeps like that?
Boy, you know, for his sake, I hope they're grading on a curve. This is, we're on a trip to Colorado. And then, this is when we went fishing. This is my mom. That's my mom. My mom and I fishing in San Diego. And there I am. Yeah. See, that's a fish I caught. That was the last time I ever heard a woman say, "Wow, that's a big one." Was what that. And that's me in the swimming pool in the background diving for coins. The neighbors used to tease me and throw money in there. Well, that's all the films I have of me and my mom.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Hey, you get the light.
Gran, honey.
Wake
up, sweetheart.
No, not Uncle Gary on the pony again. I can't take any more of his whole movies.
Oh, Grant, come on. Gary, that was the finest 4 hours I've spent in the theater.
I'm sorry, you guys, but I really appreciate you spending the night with me, really.
Hey, we wanted to.
Well,
Slumber party.
Come on, Dad. Let's have a pillow fight.
Yeah.
Oh, let's tell ghost stories.
Oh, no, I got it. Let's hold hands around the campfire and sing Kumbaya.
Uncle Gary? Uncle Gary, what's wrong? You haven't made one joke about my dad yet. Uncle Gary, come on.
I'm sorry, Grant. You know, I'm just sitting here thinking my mother might die. This phone could ring and I could be told I don't have any parents at all. It's a really scary thought.
Sure, it's scary. We're all scared. I mean, we all have parents who are going to die.
Gary, no matter how old you are, you always want your mother and father.
It's true. As long as your parents are around, there's still a part of you that will always feel like a kid. You know, I think about you guys dying a lot.
You do, son?
Mostly at night when I'm in bed. And, you know, that's why I want Grandma and Grandpa to stay real healthy.
What do you mean, honey?
Well, since they're the oldest in the family, I figure that they're the next to go. So as long as they're all right, you two are okay, and you won't go belly up like Uncle Gary's folks.
Oh, Gary, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Uncle Gary. I didn't mean to say that. It just slipped out.
It's okay, Grant. You know, you're going to go belly up yourself one day.
Hey, happy surprise party. Hey, sorry I'm late, Gare, but you know. So, hey, a pajama party. What a great idea. Where's your mom? Stripping down? Huh? Guys, it's like a Morgan here. What's the...
Well, where's the jacuzzi?
Oh, jeez.
close.
Hey, Father.
Hi, Gary. How you doing?
All right. I know you're wondering what I'm doing in a gym when my mother's in the hospital. Well, that was Father Guido Sarducci on the phone, and I thought this was a good time to come and get some, spiritual guidance. Thanks for taking the time, Father.
That's okay. My pleasure, Gary. It's like I told you on the phone. Everybody in the church is watching your show, and we all feel just as terrible about your mother.
Oh, thanks.
And everybody's praying for it, to make it through this thing. The Pope, too.
Oh, that's great. The Pope watches the show?
Well, he didn't see all of them, but he's seen one. Part of one.
Well, he's a busy guy.
Right. But he did tape with him, on his VCR. And once he has some leisure time, he's going to look at them all one time.
Oh, great. I just thought he was great in the Pope of Greenwich Village. Just great.
I missed that one.
Oh, he was great.
Hey, Gary, the reason I had you meeting me here instead of at the church is because next week we got this father-nun slam and dunk competition coming up. And I want to be prepared.
Oh, sure. I don't mind.
But, hey, enough to talk about basketball, huh? Tell me about your mother.
Well,
How's she doing?
I called the hospital. Nice touch, Father.
Thanks. I made about 8 in a row right before you come.
Yeah, sure you did. The hospital said her condition's about the same.
Well, she's not any worse.
No, but she's not getting any better.
It's kind of like she's in some kind of medical limbo, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of in between here, in between there. Not the, I don't mean the dare. I mean the big dare.
Right.
Gary, in a lot of ways, Gary.
Oh.
Gary, in a lot of ways, life is like a basketball game.
Life is like basketball?
No. A basketball is like a basketball.
Right.
Life is like a basketball game. You start off with dribbling, you run around a little bit, you sweat, people cheer. First thing you know, it's over.
Maybe I'm wasting my time here. Maybe I should have stayed home and just watched the 700 Club.
How old is your mother?
She's only 57.
57?
Yeah,
that's nothing. That's not even near the inner regulation of play.
Well, I never thought of it that way, but...
You know what I would do if I was you?
What?
Tell her that you love her.
Yeah.
Tell her that you're never gonna leave her. Tell her right now. Because, Gary, even if she does get through this thing, there's no guarantee that anybody's life's going to go into over time. You know what I mean?
Sure. Thanks, Father. You've been a big help.
That's all right. It's my pleasure. Hey, I did you a little favor, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, would you?
Sure.
One hand washes another one, right?
Yeah.
Pretend that you're a nun, okay? Pretend you're a nun.
Pretend I'm a nun?
Right.
Well, okay, I've never really done it before, but I'd be happy to give it a shot.
Right. Just kind of gotta go like this.
Hunch up?
Right. Hunch up like this. Pretend you're down in the big heavy shoes, and you can't move very fast, and you got a beard and a veil on.
Veil on my head. Nothing on my head.
Nothing. Forget it, the head. Okay. Guard me, sister. Guard me, sister. Sister, look. The 3 wise men.
I can't believe I fell for that old 3 wise men trick again. I can't believe we'd stoop to that kind of joke on this show. I'm sorry, really. I love you, Mom. I just couldn't sing it the way Father Sarducci did. She would have had a relapse, believe me.
Gary. Oh, Gary.
Are you okay, Mom? How do you feel?
Where am I?
You're in the hospital. Okay, here's where we are in the story, Mom. You had a heart attack. Okay? But you're out of danger now. And now it's tomorrow.
And I'm reevaluating my life?
Right, you're reevaluating your life, Mom, because of your brush with death.
Because of my brush with death, I've just got this feeling that I ought to start doing new things, meeting new people,
Yeah, that would be great.
enjoying myself. Well, all the things that I should have been doing, but I was just afraid that if I did...
What, you'd forget about Dad? That'll never happen, Mom.
I know.
Hello, Ruth.
Hello, Stanley. Stanley, Gary, I'd like you to meet Stanley.
Oh, hi, Stanley.
Gary?
Meet you.
Stanley is also a patient here.
Also a heart attack.
Oh.
Isn't that romantic?
Yeah, that's really romantic. Really, the last girl I met in the hospital shaved me. And I was just visiting a friend of mine.
And you know, my heart attack happened exactly under the same circumstances as your mother.
Is that right?
On the golf course.
Well, I lied to him because I didn't want him to be afraid of you. I think he's kind of cute.
This is for you, Ruth.
Oh, Stanley. Oh, they're beautiful.
Well, I think our work is done here. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Where?
I got them at the gift shop.
Downstairs?
Yeah. It's a very nice gift shop.
It's a very nice hospital.
Yes, it is.
You know, I said let's go, really. Unless you want to stay and watch this, it's up to you. But I say we dissolve to my living room.
They're very precious. Oh, yes.
All right, that's just $20 you owe me now. You want to play again? It's double nothing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This money goes to the church, right?
Right.
Okay, we're going to try this party thing again, okay? But we're going to do it a little differently this time. Make sure when Nancy brings my mother through these doors, you don't yell anything, okay? All right.
Gary, Mom's here.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Gary. I'm here for my surprise party. How does my hair look?
Now I know where he gets it. It's fine. I think I told you that in the car, and I believe we talked about it when I picked you up.
See, I think your hair looks great, Mom.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're all going to hide behind the couch, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then we're slowly going to pop up. You know what I mean by pop up, right? And we're going to say surprise.
It's a fine plan.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, now.
Okay, now, I'm going to turn the lights off, and then I'm going to turn them back on again. Do you understand, Mrs. Shandling? It's going to get very dark, and then it's going to get very light again, very quickly.
How quickly?
No, not that quickly. It's a dimmer. You'll be fine. Okay?
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Surprise. You okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
Okay. Now it's the studio audience's turn, and remember what I said very quietly, because last time you nearly killed her. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Mom.
Well, thank you. My dear Bubba. Oh, what a sweet boy. And you know what? I was surprised. I really was. I was surprised. And they
great.
all came here for my birthday party.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. It was wonderful that you came here.
All right, that's enough, Mom. We got to end the show. That was great, Mom. There you go. Mom gets a little carried away. Well, I think we've learned a couple of lessons tonight. First of all, you don't want to yell too loudly at a surprise party. Don't ever forget that. And I think the other lesson we learned is that you got to live life in the now. You know, you can't wait for that heart attack to happen to reevaluate your life, because it may never happen, you know? And you'll be sitting around hoping for that heart attack, and it may never come. So, you know, my advice is pretend to have a heart attack right now and reevaluate your life, because life, you know, is to be... I think the lesson is that if you have parents, that you should tell them you love them, because, Father, I'm trying to tell them what life is,
Right.
and I think life is
Life is like a bumper pool. Right. You know, it seems easy at the first, but then you find out there's bumps all along the felt. And what we got to do is maneuver our way around the bumps, try to find spiritual enlightenment along the way, and also try to hustle a couple of bucks along the route as well.
And I think that's just what we're trying to say. So, you won't get advice like that on any other show. Anyway, we're going to share my mom's birthday cake with the studio audience. I wish you were all here, but we'll see you next week, okay? See you then.
Garry Shandling Show.
Okay, come on, kids, in the van. It's hot dog time.
What's Garry Shandling up to this week?
I got to start going to rehearsals.
Gary and Pete take the Scouts to a game, but a foul ball injures their macho pride.
You think that's enough to carry a whole show?
Wait, there's a lesson in manhood.
You don't have to start popping steroids. Pete sure knows how to suck the air out of the studio, doesn't he?
Audiences get down for It's Garry Shandling Show.
I want to thank you who applauded at home as well. Really, thank you so much. Welcome to another show. And how's my hair? Does my hair look all right? Because, yeah, sure. Yeah, I get a lot of hoots on my hair, and it really means a lot to me. And it was just cut today, and I'm already up and walking around, so I feel really good about it, really. Once the bandages came off, it just looks like this. Well, we're pretty excited about tonight's show because, as a lot of you know, it's Cub Scout Week here in Los Angeles, and I know, it's just too much excitement to take, but I'm doubly thrilled because Pete and Grant are coming over, and we're all going to the baseball game with some of the other Cub Scouts, and you know, father-son relationships are really a very special thing. I remember when I was growing up, my dad had a slip-and-slide. Did you have a slip-and-slide when you were growing up? Yeah. Well, there again, you at home really didn't need to vote on that because I can't hear you. But I had a slip and slide when I was growing up, and those are fun things. I sued my folks within the first year on that thing. Because no, they had it out in the driveway, and it would go out and you'd end up out in the traffic. You'd end up out in the traffic. So I'm really thrilled because. You know, Pete is the closest thing I have to a best friend, and, you know, Grant's the closest thing I have to a son, and let's face facts, I'm the closest thing I have to a wife. So this is kind of going to be like a family outing for me tonight to go to the game, and just to get us, you know, in the mood for the game, I thought we'd take a look at my baseball card collection, which I'm very, very proud of. Would you like that? Would you like to do that? And we'll look at him over the opening credits. All right? This is Sandy Koufax from 1958.
The theme to Garry show. The theme to Garry show. Garry called me up and asked if I was writing a theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry show? This is the theme to Garry show. The opening theme to Garry show. This is the music that you hear. And if you watch the credits, we're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then you will watch the Garry Shandling show. This is the theme to Garry Shandling show.
Hey, go ahead, applaud the theme. This is my favorite card of all. This is actually Roger Maris before he was with the New York Yankees, when he was with the Kansas City Athletics. You know how rare this card is? You really don't care, do you? Really? You really hate everything that's great about this country, don't you? Really, when you get down to it. Oh, it must be Pete. Lucky for you. We'll finish this discussion a little later. Coming, Pete. Hey.
Hello, Mr. Shandling.
This isn't Pete. Don't you guys watch the show? I don't know who this guy is. Who are you? Why are you
I'm
here?
Leonard Smith. I'm head of the Condominium Association. I came over to welcome you to the condo.
Oh, well, that's nice of you, Mr. Smith.
Oh, please, call me Leonard. Mr. Smith makes it sound like I'm going to Washington. That's an ad lib. Honest to God, it's the first time I ever said it. These things come to me all the time, you know. Are we on TV right now?
Yeah, we are, as a matter of fact, and I was just starting the show, and we really should get back to the original story.
Oh, what's
right
it
now.
about, if I may ask?
Well, it's about me and Pete and Grant going to the baseball game.
Uh-huh. You think that's enough to carry a whole show?
Yeah, why, don't you?
Well, it sounds a little shaky, you know. I'm thinking of having a vasectomy now. Now, there's a show.
Oh, yeah, sounds like a two-parter. Well, it would be a nice gesture, but, you know, I got to start the show. We're going a whole nother way with the show tonight, all right? So thanks for coming over, really.
Sure.
And,
all right.
Hey, guys.
Uncle Gary.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Gary.
Hey, guys.
Oh, you got Cub Scouts.
Right.
Oh, you'll be fine then. I was a Cub.
Is that right? Well, gee, when we have that alumni show, we'll give you a call, okay?
Great.
See you later
Do you
on.
know when it might be, roughly? Because I'd like to keep the decks clear for
Sure,
it, you
it's going to be much sooner than we'd all hoped.
Oh, great. Well, toodaloo. Bye.
Yeah, see you later. I got to start going to rehearsals. You guys want to be careful with the ball? You could break something, okay?
Oh, gee, they told you Gary was a wimp.
Hey, come
Just
on.
like your old man who wouldn't even let us swing the bat in the car.
My dad is not a wimp.
So?
I bet he could have played for the Dodgers if he wanted to.
Oh, could not.
Could so.
Could not.
Could so.
I thought he used to pitch in college.
Oh, yeah? Well, my dad was drafted by the pros.
Yeah, my dad was Hank Aaron. Really. Was so.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for it. Go, but it...
Don't sing. I'm sure there's a baby sleeping somewhere.
Okay, Garrett, point well taken.
All right.
Okay, come on, kids, in the van. It's hot dog time. Potato chips,
Come on.
pretzels. Let's go, move it out. Let's go.
Here we go.
Hey, Gary, let me ask you, is it okay if I hum?
Yeah, humming is fine, but I don't want to understand one word. Okay, Pete? No, Pete. Pete, you're bopping. Bopping. Keep the lips sealed. That'll be the key to this whole thing. Okay? There you go. Well, we're going to be gone a couple hours at the game, and I'm really sorry that we don't have tickets for all of you. We just don't have that kind of budget, frankly. But please, make yourself feel at home. There's some beer in the refrigerator. There's some dip. But don't touch the cameras, really. They're very expensive. And I'll see you all in a while. Okay, bye.
get back to our seats. Clean up, everyone.
Let me see. It's gonna be fine. Careful now. They said it wasn't broken.
Broken? Who cares? I'm just embarrassed.
Oh, man, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Guy getting hit in the face with a foul ball.
Hey, that's my dad.
Well, at least stop singing, right? You know, remind me to send Steve Sachs a thank you note.
Hey, you guys stop making fun of my dad. He didn't see the foul ball coming.
No, so I was yelling, I got it!
Hey, he happens to yell that on every ball that's hit. Pete has a depth perception problem.
We didn't even get to see the whole game.
Hey, guys, come on. We didn't miss a thing. It was 8-0 in the ninth inning. The game was as good as over, right, Gary?
That's right,
That's it.
guys.
Don't worry about it.
Hi, everybody. This is Ted Dawson with sports and Dodger fans. This one's for you. An incredible come-from-behind victory at the stadium tonight as the guys in blue scored 9 runs in the bottom of the ninth inning. To edge the New York Mets' final score was 9-8. Mike Marshall, even though Iron Mike came off the injury list to hit a grand slam home run, a homer that landed in the parking lot. You can even forget about the usherette who got so excited she ripped off her blouse and danced topless. That's right, topless on top of the New York Mets dugout.
Damn!
The craziest play of the night, though, came in the stands, where Cub Scout leader Pete Schumacher blew an easy foul ball that landed right on his nose. And watch it. Incredible pop foul came right over the top of his glove. Kaboom! Right over the bridge of his nose. Dribbled down his chest. Hey, tough break for Schumacher and the rest of those little Cub Scouts. In fact, 265. Hey, guys, your leader must have been going for his merit badge and nose batting.
Hey, Pete, maybe the next time you go to the game, you should wear a shark cage.
No, a suit of armor.
No, I don't think he's safe until they develop the Star Wars defense system. You know, I know what you're thinking. God, he looks good on a bike. But I feel stupid. It's like a girl's bike. There's not even that horizontal bar here. I might as well put a basket and a bell on this thing. Maybe we should put playing cards in the spokes so it'll sound like we're moving, Pete. It's kind of like driving a car that's up on blocks. These things. You get what I'm saying, up on blocks? You know, Pete, these are my best bike jokes. A priest, a minister, and a rabbi get on a Huffy, right?
Hey,
they're going downhill.
Gary, I'm not in the mood for your jokes. I have a father and son field day coming up. I have to train.
Pete, would you be careful? You're going to break your glasses again. You know, you're overreacting to the whole thing. It's just like an egg toss in a wheelbarrow race. What are you doing? You don't have to start popping steroids.
You're always making jokes.
What, was that an exercise you just did? What was it? You sat on that thing, you moved around, you got up.
See, that's the way you are, Mr. Showbiz. Mr. Funny Man whose jokes make 11-year-olds laugh at the expense of your best friend.
Come on, I was... What? There you go again. Did that count? That doesn't do you any good whatsoever. Pete, you're overreacting. This foul ball thing is over.
Gary, well, tell that to the kids who are making fun of Grant in school.
Kids can be cruel.
Kids? Well, what about that Ted Dawson guy? What about my butcher?
Well, you know, I think you're supposed to twist. You look like an Easter card right now.
And what about that entire Asian family who passed me in their car, laughing and pointing to their noses?
Come on, they were probably signaling for a turn, Pete. They do that. It's a thing they do. Everybody in the car signals. I've been in Japan. At every intersection, you see that. Really.
Gary, imagine how awful you'd feel if your son lost all respect for you. Okay? Why don't you just digest that?
God, Pete, they're just jokes. Pete sure knows how to suck the air out of the studio, doesn't he? Well, you know what, Gary?
How'd you like to toss the medicine ball around?
You know, Mr. Smith, we're right in the middle of the show right now.
Please, call me Leonard. Mr. Smith makes it sound like my brother and me make cough drops. Here I go again.
You know, Mr. Leonard, I gotta go have a talk with Grant about his dad. I've got a serious problem.
The plot thickens. Good idea. I like that. I got a photo session anyway. You know, for that alumni show we're gonna do?
Oh, yeah. Great idea. You know, if any of you out there are thinking about getting into show business, this is not the way to go about it.
I got Wade Boggs and Dwight Gooden.
You got a Dwight Gooden card? Wow. You know how rare a Dwight Gooden card is? Really, it's a great card. You know, I really don't need Dwight Gooden, but what would you take for him, let's just say?
Well, who do you have?
Well, I got Jose Cruz.
Got him.
Jose Tartable.
Got him.
Jose Cardinal.
Got him.
Jose Pagan.
Got him.
Jose De Leon.
Got him.
Jose Canseco.
Got him.
What's the deal? You got all the Jose's?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you my Mickey Mantle card for the Dwight Gooden. Okay? It's Mickey Mantle. Okay, well, okay, and I'll give you the Roger Maris card with the Kansas City Athletics. What do you want? Well, okay, and $10.
Well.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Oh, great. Okay, $10, 2 cards. You know, it cost me a lot, but Dwight Gooden is really a rare card.
I'll tell you what, Uncle Gary. Since you like Dwight Gooden so much, you can have the other 8 Dwight Goodens that came in the pack with it.
Well, you know how rare these are? Listen, Grant, I really wanted to talk to you about your dad. You know, some things in life are just meant to happen. You know, like your dad getting hit by that foul ball. There's a reason for everything, you know? Some people call it karma. Some people call it kismet. Sometimes it's just fate. And you...
Let's get to the point, Uncle Gary. I mean, my dad embarrasses me every time we go out to a game. This year, he got hit in the nose by a foul ball.
Right.
Last year, he got a black eye from a bag of peanuts.
Yeah, but Grant, that guy, you know, he throws behind his back. You don't know where it's coming from.
Still.
All right, so baseball's not his game. But, you know, he's got a lot of other manly qualities.
Name one.
Well, we saw him spit once.
That was blood. He cut his lip when it got stuck to that popsicle.
Well, that can happen to anybody, Grant, but... Well, he looks athletic. He looks like an athlete. Yeah, well, all right, that was a bad example. All I'm trying to say, Grant, you know, is I think your dad's going to do great at the Father's Sunday competition. I think you guys got a chance at winning it, really.
You know, Uncle Gary, I listened to what you said just now, and I wasn't sure before, but now I'm positive.
Right.
I'm not going to beat that father and son competition.
No, Grant, that's not what I'm talking about. What do you mean you're not going to go?
I thought about it, Uncle Gary. I just don't want to put us both through the embarrassment anymore.
No.
Anyway, but thanks for the talk.
Grant,
oh,
wait.
And, by the way, if you want any more Dwight Goodens, I got a bunch more at home.
Well, I handled that about as well as Bill Cosby, didn't I?
Gary.
Oh, hi, Nancy.
Taste this, will you?
What is it?
It's curry falafel.
Oh, no, I don't need anything that highly seasoned, but thanks.
That's what they said.
That's what who said?
Those people in my apartment.
What people in your apartment?
I don't know. I was just sitting there and 20 strangers showed up.
Where did they come from?
I don't know.
Excuse me just a second, okay? You know, when I told you to come down to my home and have a good time, I didn't mean for you to wander onto other people's sets uninvited. You know, I mean, that's a pushy thing to do. I'm sorry. I'm really very, very disappointed in all of you. Really. And you're going to have to stay after. I guess I took care of them. Sorry, Nance. I don't think that'll happen again.
Oh, sure. So So what's the que pasa with Grant?
Well, now he doesn't even want to go to the father-son game with his dad.
Nice work, Gary.
Well, look, I tried. I told him how manly his dad was and told him I thought he had a chance of winning the competition, and it just backfired.
Why do you guys do that to yourselves?
Why do we do what to ourselves? Where were you? What'd you see?
Why do you place so much importance on whether or not you're a great hero or a great athlete?
Well, I don't know. It's just, the pressures of society. We're raised like that. Don't you ever feel that?
Well, sure, sometimes. Well, it's not that macho stuff. It's a different kind of pressure. But, I don't feel like I'm any less of a woman just because I don't have a husband and children.
Right.
But you guys all seem to think that you have to be a great athlete or great in bed.
Yeah, you don't?
Of course not. Gary, there are many more important qualities like sensitivity and compassion and sense of humor.
Right. But you definitely don't need to be good in bed?
No, I said great in bed.
Well, what's the separation there? How do you decide what's great in bed from what's good in bed? I mean, is size matter? Because, I have a king-size bed.
Gary, I swear, men don't know anything about what it means to be a man.
Great. Now there are two sexes I don't know anything about. Well, there you have it. It's daytime. Did you see the light go on? It's the next day. Ooh. And I feel all refreshed. Ooh. Well, here's where we are in the story, all right? It's the next day. Pete still doesn't know about Grant not wanting to go to the games with him, so I figure, hey, there's still one chance left for me to patch things up. And I called Pete this morning, and I got him to have the Cub Scout meeting over here so I could get them all in one room.
Okay, would anybody like a cookie?
Hey, Nancy, toss one over here.
Whoa, hold it! Everybody duck. Mr. Schumacher's gonna try to catch Cookie.
Nancy, I wanted you to toss it to prove that I could catch it.
Oh,
Okay?
I'm sorry, Pete.
Hey, Pete, why don't you start the meeting, and I'll be right back. Okay?
This thing stinks. I lost $2 already.
Why do we have to have our meeting here anyway?
Well, it was just nice of Gary to let us have it here. I mean, there's more room. We have more games.
Oh, Bull, it's just a scam to get our lunch money.
Okay, come on, everybody, down here. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Move it out, John. Okay, the weekly meeting of Cub Scout Pack 265 has now come to order. In just a few minutes, we'll be leaving for the father and son field day.
I don't feel well. I have to go to the bathroom again.
Grant, hold on a second. Hey, guys, as you all know, Pete was hit in the nose with a foul ball the other night.
Thank you. I mean, thanks for bringing it up again, Gary.
Well, the point is the guy who started the whole thing, the guy who reported it on television, is here tonight. Give him a warm welcome. Ted Dawson. Ted Dawson is here.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Hey, Gare, you know that mirror over your bed makes everything look larger?
Ted, I got it.
Do you need that?
No, I don't need that. I got it at a carnival. I thought it was a cute item to have. I also happen to have a roll bar over my bed in case it flips over, no one gets hurt. Sometimes there's a lot of activity there. Ted, just talk to the kids, okay?
Yeah. Kids, a couple of nights ago, I made an error. An error in judgment in regard to somebody in this room. Now, I'd like to take care of that, which is why I brought this tape. I want you all to watch it, okay?
Hey, Gary, I mean, what's going on here?
Just watch the tape, Pete.
Okay, you ready, guys? Watch this. Okay, now, kids, pay special attention here. Okay, guys. Okay, settle down, okay? You know what each and every one of those guys you just saw has in common? Each and every one of them is a human being. A human being who just happened to make a mistake at one particular moment. He was trying to do his best. Pete Schumacher is one of those guys. Pete Schumacher now goes down with the legendary greats. Guys like Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, even the Babe.
And Dwight Gooden. I think we all know how rare that is.
Hey, guys, you should be proud to know him. I am.
But he wasn't even playing when he got hit.
Son, how would you like to be a bat boy for the Dodgers?
Yeah, you think I could?
Not with your attitude. Listen, get your head together and call me in about a year, okay? Hey, Gare, see you later, all right? Hey, love the show.
Oh, thanks. You don't happen to know the Boston score, do you?
They're playing tonight, Gare.
All right, so they're tied. All right. Well, first of all, I want to say that Ted does the local sportscast here in Los Angeles, and I think he's so good, I think he should be covering the World Series for the network. All right, Ted made me say that, or he wouldn't have come on the show. Okay? But, you know, he did a great job.
Gary. Thank you.
Hey, need a smarty bezel. You know, I'm glad things worked out, and I think you're going to do great at the father-son competition, really.
Come on, Dad. Let's go. We can do it.
You sure you want to go with me?
You bet, Dad.
Boy.
Come on.
Kind of reminds you of the closing scene in The Natural, doesn't it? Well.
Gary, that was one of the best ideas you ever had.
Nancy, I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh.
Thanks so much, really. What do we want to do now?
I gotta go.
Why don't you go? Come on, why don't you stay? We'll discuss that great in bed controversy.
No, I promised them dessert.
Are they still there?
Yeah, you know, they're kind of nervy. They're asking for an iced decaf cappuccino.
And you made it for them?
Gary, they're guests in my home.
Wow, so maybe I could come over after the
Sure,
show.
I'll see you later.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Great.
Bye.
Okay, see you. Boy, Nancy looks hot tonight, doesn't she? Well, you know, I wish I could end this show by telling you that, you know, they won the wheelbarrow race, but, you know, this is Pete and Grant Schumacher, not David and Christy Brinkley. That's like the weirdest joke I ever told. I'm not even sure it's a joke, to be honest with you. But, you know, oh, there's one thing I did forget. You know, when I told you guys you could come down and make yourselves at home, you did. You had a great time, and I'm happy that you did. But, you know, there was 75 cents missing from my end table here. And I don't know who took it, but, you know, I'm just going to turn my back. And whoever took it, if you just return the money, I'd really appreciate it. And there won't be any questions asked. Okay? All right. I'm just going to turn my back. And we're at the end of the show, so just whoever took the money can just put it back.
Hold it, mister.
And I guess that'll be a lesson to the rest of you, huh? Okay, good night, everybody. See you next time.
What's Garry Shandling up to this week?
Hello, Mrs. Robertson. How are you?
Well, it appears he's turned into The Graduate.
You know, you folks should be very thankful that I'm looking at you right now.
But can Mrs. Robertson stop him from falling for Elaine?
I happen to be afraid that she's going to tell Elaine that I slept with her.
Oh, come on, Gary. We both know that would be more embarrassing for Mrs. Robertson than for you.
And more importantly, can Norman Fell save the day?
I played Dustin's landlord up at Berkeley.
No, I think you're confused. You played the landlord in Three's Company.
It's Garry.
Between you and me, I have no idea why they're applauding that much. I swear to God, I don't know what's going on there, but thank you for applauding. Otherwise, we would have had to stop and start over again. So, welcome to another show. It's great to see you. I got to be a little honest with you. I wrote a very funny monologue for tonight, but I just haven't been in a funny mood lately, so I don't think I'm going to, do the monologue. And all right, just one joke. The last girl I made love to, I said, was it good for you? She said, I don't think this is good for anybody. All right, just one, really. Because, no, I've been kind of in the blahs lately and just haven't felt funny. I don't know what it is, My health is good, don't worry about it. And, I'm fairly satisfied with how my hair looks, And, the show's going great. This is our 5th one, but it's just like, I don't know, it's like I'm in some mid-series crisis, Come on! Uh-oh, here come the other actors. I wonder what they want.
I want your attention. Attention, please. Attention, everyone.
Oh, this is the guy from the network. Looks a little like Mel Cooley, doesn't he?
I just wanted to tell everyone that you all have good reason to celebrate, because we at the network are so thrilled with the way this series has gone so far. We have decided to pick up its Garry Shandling show for another 12 episodes!
Thanks, Nance. I couldn't have done it without you, Nance.
Hey, congratulations, Gary. So what's next? Movies?
Thanks, Louis. Movies? I don't know. Movies? Would you folks pay $6 a piece to see me whine like this? I don't think so.
Oh, Bubba, I am so proud of you.
Oh, Mom, thanks.
And you said your face wouldn't clear up. Do you remember that in college?
Not now, Mom, really.
Bubba, you remember my friend Jeanette Robertson, don't you?
Oh, sure. Hello, Mrs. Robertson. How are you?
Fine, Gary. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm so happy for you and your success. I really am.
Oh, that's...
But then it doesn't come as a surprise to any of us.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Bubba, dear, Jeanette tells me that her Elaine will be home from Berkeley in a few days.
Oh.
Now, wouldn't it be nice if you gave her a call?
Oh, sure. That would be nice.
Her daughter Elaine is terrific, really. We grew up together. I've really had a crush on her for a long time, but she's always away at school, so I've never gotten a chance to go out with her. Maybe this is really good timing, because maybe I'm in the blahs, because I don't have that really special somebody to share this all with. I don't mean you at home. I think, you're very special, but, let's face facts. The second this show's over, you leave. And I'm left standing here just waiting for you a week later. So, I just need to be alone for a while, and why don't you watch the opening credits, and hopefully I'll be in a better mood, because the theme song always does cheer me up a little bit. Okay? See you in a second.
The theme to Garry show. The theme to Garry show. Garry called me up and asked if I would write his theme song. I'm almost halfway finished. How do you like it so far? How do you like the theme to Garry Show? This is the theme to Garry Show, the opening theme to Garry Show. This is the music that you hear as you watch the credits. We're almost to the part of where I start to whistle. Then we'll watch this Garry Shandling show. This was the theme to Garry Shandling show.
Okay, they're plastic. But, you know, I need them. They're easy to care for, and they're not going to die while I'm on the road. You know, the only problem is when I boil them, they melt.
Garry? Hello, Garry.
Oh, Mrs. Robertson, the bathroom is right next door.
So how are you, Garry?
I'm just fine, Mrs. Robertson. Mrs. Robertson.
Yes, Garry.
I don't mean to be rude, but I just want to be alone right now.
Garry, could you drive me home?
Oh, gee. You know, Mrs. Robertson, here's the keys to my car. Can you drive a stick shift?
No.
Well, neither can I. So, really, the car's used to it. Oh, gee, nearly broke one of my fish.
Garry, I'm a little drunk, and my husband took the car, so could you please drive me home?
Well...
Thanks, Garry.
Sure, as soon as I wring out my keys. Well, okay, let's go. Here we go. You know what's really pathetic? This is my real car. Well, here we are, Mrs. Robertson. Good night, Mrs. Robertson.
Garry, could you walk me to my apartment?
Well, you know,
the apartment's dark. I'm afraid to go in there alone.
Well, okay, but I really have to... You know, Mrs. Robertson... This is really very nice. I guess she just keeps her keys in an aquarium.
Garry, could I ask you a question?
Sure.
You've known me since you were a little boy.
Right.
Now you're a big man. What do you think of me?
Well, you know, I've always thought that as my mother's friends go, that you were very nice.
Garry, really? Unzip my dress.
Pardon me, Mrs. Robertson?
I can't reach back there. Do you mind?
Well, how about Mr. Robertson? Maybe he...
He won't be back for hours. Maybe days.
Well, I guess you don't want to keep this on for days.
Lower, Garry, lower.
Well, there you go.
A little lower. A little lower.
Mrs. Robertson, if I go any lower, I'm going to strike oil. Oh, God, Mrs.
Garry, why are you so uncomfortable? You can't tell me that you've never seen a woman in her slip before. Can you, Garry?
Oh, gee. You know, you folks should be very thankful that I'm looking at you right now. I got a lot of options from right here. Believe me. Mrs. Roberts, I better be going because I feel very awkward about all this.
Because?
Because unless I'm reading this whole thing wrong, I think you're trying to seduce me.
Garry!
Oh, I deserve to die. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Is that what you think?
I should die. No, that's not what I
Would
think
you
at all.
like me to seduce you, Garry?
No.
Is that what you've been thinking?
No, I was thinking about détente the whole time I was here. I swear.
Because if that's what you really want, Garry, I want you to know that I will make myself available to you at all times.
You know, I haven't felt this awkward since my gym teacher hit on me. Boy, that was weird with that woman, huh? It was like The Graduate. You know, I can't believe you made one.
Well, the one left.
You know, I really want to call Elaine, Pete, but her mother just hit on me.
Really, Gary? She hit on you?
Yes.
Well, tell me. I mean, please tell me. Tell me everything.
Pete, don't do this.
Come on. I mean, where? When? Hey, tell me. I mean, I'm a happily married man. I need to know. I have to know, Gary.
Pete, okay, in the bedroom?
In the bedroom.
While I was driving her home?
Her home? Oh, my God.
And while I was unzipping her dress?
Oh, God.
Pete, there's spittle coming out of your mouth. Would you control yourself?
Okay,
really?
I'm just excited. Hey, God, who's that guy?
Oh, God, it's Leonard Smith again. This guy is the head of the condo association. He'll do anything to get on the show. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Oh, please, call me Leonard. Mr. Smith makes it sound like I'm checking into a cheap hotel with my secretary. Am I on camera right now?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you are.
Huh. So, what's the problem this week?
Well, Gary likes this girl, but her mother has the hots for him.
Pete, don't involve him in the story.
Okay. Well, come on, Gary. This is a place where I really could be of some help to you.
Oh, and how might that be?
Well, what if we did a scene where I went out with her mother? Well, it would put a whole new twist on the show.
You know, I was thinking you leaving might be a nice new twist on the show.
Perfect squelch.
You know, I'm going to call her before this whole thing gets out of hand.
Hey, way to go, Gary. But what happens if her mother answers the phone?
You know, you're right. I better disguise my voice. Hello? Hey, Mrs. Robertson? Hi, this is Ed Sullivan calling. We're having a really great night over here. I was wondering if Elaine is in. Well, thank you very much. Then the Pelican says, gee, if I'd known it was a man, I would have flown much higher.
Oh, God, Gary.
I love that one.
That's pretty funny, even for the third time.
These are good French fries, aren't they?
Oh, they're great. It's too bad you didn't get more in your mouth as opposed to your face. My God, you eat like a 5-year-old.
I know. My mother said I would grow into these lips. That's the last time I listened to her.
Oh, Gary, I gotta tell you, I've had a crush on you from the time I was 13 until I was 20.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Come on.
How about now?
Well, I still have some residual
Really?
crush left.
I've had a crush on you from the time I was 20 until 24, and then from 26 until now.
Well, wait a minute. What happened in those 2 years between 24 and 26?
Prison. No. No, I was dating a beauty queen.
A beauty queen? Get out of here.
Really?
Come on.
Yeah.
From what country?
Well, Miss San Joaquin Valley. But that counts, you know.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Don't they grow grapes up there?
Yeah, in fact, she's the lady on the raisin box.
Sheep, 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 go the little lovebird.
I'm sorry, Gary. I was on my way to this date when this walrus was hitchhiking, screaming, I know Garry Shandling, so I had no choice but to pick him up.
Let's just take a drive. Okay?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Right. Hold on. I'm going to lay some rubber here. Or do I have my hopes up too high?
Gary, wait. You're not going to leave me with this guy, are you? I have a date.
Date? Oh, great. I think we have room here.
See, this is nice. There's no traffic in the studio this time of night. Well, This is the living room set. You like it?
Yes, I like
And
it.
look, these are the cameras. We're renting them, but, hey, someday. And this is the audience. Look, hi, everybody. There. Yeah. I really hate those people who wave right into the camera. And this is Peter Barth, our stage manager.
Oh, hi, Peter.
Hey, Peter, there's a stage leaving for Tucson at 3 o'clock. Better be on it. And last week, I don't know if you saw the show, this is where we had the graveyard set where the girl hit on me after the burial scene.
Gary, I bet girls hit on you all the time.
Not really.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I know my mom. She's nuts about you.
I'm sorry. No, there was a squirrel crossing the, I didn't want to hit him. They mess up the car. It lives in the wardrobe room. We all take turns feeding him.
Oh. Well, here's my place.
Oh, I had a great time. Did you have a good
I
time?
had a great time.
Do you want to go out again?
I'd love to.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like dancing?
Oh, sure.
Well, you should come over to my house and we'll watch American Bandstand.
I'll even stay for Soul Train.
Wow. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks. Good night. Oh, Gary, I love your car.
I got rhythm, I got music, I got my girl, who can ask for anything more? Old man trouble.
Stop singing.
Mrs. Robertson.
Gary, if you ever date my daughter again, I will have no choice but to tell her all about us.
Mrs. Roberts, tell her what about
And
us?
by the way, this is the dumbest car I have ever seen in my entire life.
Boy, who put the bee up her bonnet? I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going home. I want to go out with Elaine again, but her mother won't let me.
Her mother won't let you?
Yeah.
Gary, what are you, in 7th grade? Come on, you're both adults. She's a mature woman, you're a mature... Okay, all right, you're in your 30s. What you gonna do, ground you?
I happen to be afraid that she's going to tell Elaine that I slept with her.
Oh, come on, Gary. We both know that would be more embarrassing for Mrs. Robertson than for you.
This thing is getting to be more and more like The Graduate, I'm telling you.
Oh, Gary, come on. Coincidences do happen in life. But, remember those Lincoln Kennedy coincidences?
What are you saying, that Rose Kennedy hit on Abe Lincoln? Is that what kind of thing is that? What kind of comparison is that?
No, remember when Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, and Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln, and,
right.
they both had vice presidents named Johnson, and...
Yeah, but Nancy, that's...
Wait. I'm onto something here. Garry Shandling has 14 letters in it, right?
Right.
And so does Abraham Lincoln. You've got big lips. Lincoln had a big hat. Kennedy was a PT boat commander, and you still love to watch McHale's Navy.
And I once played with my Lincoln logs at the Kennedy Center. Oh, God, it's all coming true to life. This is frightening, the whole thing.
Look, don't worry about this graduate stuff, because, look, Dustin Hoffman ended up marrying Catherine Ross, right?
Marriage? All I'm trying to do is get a second date with this girl. Norman.
Oh, hi, Gary.
Hey, everybody, it's Norman Fell. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, Gary.
This is a nice surprise, Norman. This is my friend Nancy.
Nice to meet
Well,
you.
I'm a big fan.
You play Gary's platonic friend, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're terrific.
Oh, thanks.
Really good.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were. I didn't even know you were on the show tonight.
Yeah, well, see, I was home watching the program, and I suddenly realized you're having a problem with the graduate.
Right.
So I thought maybe I'd come over and be of some help.
So you're familiar with the movie?
Familiar? Familiar, Gary?
Yeah.
I was in the movie, Gary.
I don't remember you in The Graduate. Norman?
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Were you?
No, nobody remembers. See, I played Dustin's landlord up at Berkeley.
No, I think you're confused. You played the landlord in Three's Company. Remember? That was John Ritter, not Dustin Hoffman. Remember the same story every week, the wacky mix-ups with the same
I
two
go
girls?
through that all the time. That's why I have to carry
What's
this.
that?
I have this queued up to my scene. You know, where Dustin comes up and he rents a room in my boarding house.
Great.
Yeah, you'll love this.
That was great, Norman.
Yeah, Norman, I'm sorry. I didn't remember that part.
Well, it was kind of a small part.
Yeah, but, you know, it qualifies you to help me out with this. Do I have to, in order to get Elaine, do I have to sleep with Mrs. Robertson?
Of course not.
But that's what Dustin Hoffman did.
Yeah, but that was a movie. This is real life. You're in control here.
Oh, man, don't put that kind of pressure on me, Norman.
Listen, if I were you, I'd go see Elaine before her mother does.
Right.
Now, you better hurry because there's only 4 minutes left to the show.
Are we that close to the end?
Yeah.
All right, I better get going. Thanks. That's great advice.
Right.
I'll see you guys later.
Good luck, Gary.
See ya. Okay. Thanks, Norman.
Nance, you want to see this again? You know, the second time you see it, the performance kind of grows on you. Certain nuances that you
This is what happens when you buy a car for 0% interest. Elaine? Elaine? Elaine?
Hey, Grant, I'll do the same thing and dribble with one hand and like do a little loop shot. Come on, like Gary.
Have you guys seen Elaine Robertson?
No, we haven't, Gary.
Thanks a lot for the big part in the show this week, Uncle Gary.
Elaine! You're not Elaine, are you? Elaine! Elaine! Peter, have you seen Elaine Robertson anywhere?
Sure, she's in your house right now.
What?
Well, her mother told her about the two of you, and she went over to your place to ask how you could do such a thing.
I better get over there.
Well, you better hurry. We go off the air in exactly 2 minutes.
Thanks, Peter. How does my hair look?
Your hair looks great. I've never seen such a handsome man.
Thanks, Peter. See you later. Elaine!
I don't believe you. I just don't believe you.
Well, you better believe me, Elaine.
No, Elaine, don't believe her. Gary didn't do it.
And how would you know?
Because Gary's my friend and he told me he didn't do it. And his word is good enough for me.
Gary wouldn't do this to me. He just wouldn't.
It's hurt us both, sweetheart.
You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mrs. Robertson.
Let's go home, dear.
Elaine! Elaine!
Gary! Gary, yes, I'll go on a second date with you.
Show.
Gary, don't touch me like that.
Hey, come on. We're not on TV now. No one's going to see.
No.
Then get out of the car.
What's Garry Shandling up to this week?
How would you feel if I kissed you right now?
Well, I don't know. I'd hate to guess and be wrong.
Well, for starters, he falls for a girl who's easier than short division.
You know what would be great right now? A jacuzzi.
Why don't I call up Hep and see what's brewing at the mansion?
But will she end up giving him the brush?
You know, I've always hated relationships that involved a bullhorn and more than 5 men.
And more importantly, will Norm Crosby ever find true happiness?
I just cannot get enough sexual bicarbonates in my life.